Hi my besties, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you guys are seeing my face for the first time, hi, my name is Maya and I like to talk about books here on the internet. We're gonna talk about Bruno for one quick second and then we don't talk about Bruno anymore. I found the stats. I got back home last night and I immediately started searching for the sticky notes that I thought that all of the information was on. I forgot that I kind of transcribed that to another paper plus sticky note situation. And so I found it, praise the Lord, somewhere I never thought I would ever actually look, but because I was actually looking for it and I was just like, I need to get this video made because this is kind of important to me, and I also said it on the internet. I'll find some way to get the information, but it's gonna be so much harder. It's gonna be a lot of speculation. You guys, I found the stats and I transcribed them neatly in my notebook. So we are going to be reading off some stats for the Amazing Readathon. And the only reason that I am making this video and I am so adamant about making this video is because I did not get to wrap up the Amazing Readathon. That is kind of something that I really wanted to do because I was like, oh, that was so much fun. And I kind of started a thing with, you know, dishing out the points that I contributed to the team, and then especially after I got the results, I was like, okay, now I have to if I can find it. And I was so invested, and literally the last week of the readathon I was so invested in the strategy, like I was locked in like no other. I really had like a major focus on that. And you know, I have instances of major focuses but never long enough to hold me for that long. But my goodness, was I just like locked in, and I couldn't let that go to waste. I couldn't let that excitement, that motivation, that energy, that just like thrill and need to share go into the ether. Like it wouldn't even have been considered a waste. It just would have gone on into the ether. And it's like, sure, there are some things that, you know, I either film or think about filming, or, you know, some stuff that I could have said or that I did say that I just kind of let die in the editing process or whatever, or prior to that. But this is one of those ones where I was just like, if I can do it, I really, really want it because it's just like so cool. And it was like, I was so invested. It was just like, I want to share that with y'all, how much I truly have been loving competitive team-based readathons. And then going into another month of competitive readathons and just having that be a vibe that really just meshes well with my reading life and my reading habits and my mentality surrounding reading. It just, it's so amazing, and I want to share that excitement, and I want to get other people excited, and I want to get other people to participate with us all the next time, because who knows what these amazing women, these amazing creators are gonna come up with next. Without further rambling and gushing, let's get into the Amazing Readathon stats. First off, I'm going to list the destination and give you guys the postcards. I'm gonna name the books if I read them for those destination locations. I'm going to give you guys the prompts, so if there is no book, immediately into prompt. And last but certainly not least, any power-up cards that may or may not have been used throughout. So let's get into it. First off, for destination one, we had the Emerald City, and I did achieve getting that postcard. I read Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. We had no power-up bonus for this and no team bonuses. I did forget to mention that. There were team bonuses, so just the team prompt, and then there was another bonus that is considered a team bonus, and that was if you read anything that was LGBTQIA+. So those are the bonuses. So there was no bonuses, no power-up cards for this destination, though there could have been. I forgot already my own sheet list here. To achieve getting the Emerald City, I had to read a book with green on the cover. Destination 1 achieved. Destination 2, Basgeith War College, and the prompt for this land was to read a book with a violent word in the title. I did not mention a book because no, I do not think we got this destination, just based off of my own interpretation, okay? Because I used a power-up card to skip a prompt. So when I interpreted skip a prompt, because I did not read anything, I just think that I did not earn that location. So I'm gonna say I didn't get that location. The third destination was the capital of Panem. Ooh, I have had a lot to say on this world and the characters within it, but that's neither here nor there when I genuinely just wanted to get this postcard. We did achieve this destination, and I did read the book for this. Pan's Labyrinth. For the achievement of said destination, I had to read a book with an over-the-top cover, you know, capital, overindulgence, excess, all of the things. Just like tell me that that is not like the very definition. Also, we got a team bonus for 50 points, not the full 100, unfortunately, but for the 50. We also used a power-up card to double the amount of page points that was being given to the book. So essentially how this works is whatever book that you read, you get 1 point per page. Now, if you are reading like a novella or a graphic novel, and you'll see this later, you do have to cut that in half just to be fair, you know. We did get that. And then, you guys, Destination 4, I loved this one. Destination 4 was the Shire, and I did get this postcard, and I read Charlotte's Web to get it, and the prompt was to read a cozy book. What is cozier than a nostalgia read, honestly? I did include a team bonus in this, I believe. No, yes, actually I did. I did have a team bonus for 50 points in this. No power-up cards were used. Then, Destination 5, The Wall. I had no idea what this was. I now know. It's a Game of Thrones reference. Still haven't watched Game of Thrones. Still don't know what this is, but that was the destination. We did get this destination, even though I don't know what destination it was. We did get the postcard, and I read the Tarot Cafe Volume 1 for this, and there were no bonus points for the team that I could see. Wait a second. Yes, there was. Oh my gosh, I could have gotten plus 100. Thank goodness that doesn't matter to the entire total now, but sheesh. The way that I am looking back over all of this information and what I did and being like, girl, you could have added so much more points if you did it differently. In my defense, I was trying to strategize on sick brain. That's what we're blaming here. That's entirely not how I just normally think. Okay? Say it and you believe it? That's how this works? Okay, cool. Alrighty. So anyways, I did not include any bonuses on this one. But I did use a power-up card, and this power-up card allowed me to switch the books, so I did indeed do that. I used up those, for sure, to get what I wanted. So we did indeed get that. But I also must mention before we move on, the prompt for The Wall was to read a book with a chilling cover or some sort of wintry setting. Destination 6 was Ketterdam. I used my TBR book for this, Six of Crows. And we did indeed get it. And the prompt to get Ketterdam was to read a book with a large city. So we did that. And then on top of that, we got 50 points for the team bonus. And then on top of that, we had a power-up card that allowed me to add just a random extra 100 points. For Destination 7, we had Camp Half-Blood, and yes, I did read the book to accomplish getting this postcard. I read The Graveyard Shift by M.L. Rio. There was a team bonus involved, I believe just one, so plus 50 for the grand total, and I did use a power-up card to switch. And I do believe that the team bonuses don't change based on the book that you switch, hence, you know, for some, there were no team bonuses just because of the nature of the book, whereas with others, there will be because of the nature of the book. Then Destination 8, we had Servanage. No idea what this was, by the way, still don't. We did indeed get this postcard by reading the book Heartstopper Volume 5, and we got an extra 100 points for the team bonuses because it fit. And we used a power-up. We used the card that allowed us to switch out books for the prompt. Destination 9 was Chestnut Springs. The prompt for this was to read a book with a romance in it. And again, even with the research, still don't really know entirely what this is, but it was some cute images and all of that. So it looks like a cozy world. And then destination 10 was Wonderland. And this one was to read a book that was shorter than your previous read. Oh, I forgot to mention, for Camp Half-Blood, the prompt to get that was to read a book with a godly word in the title. And then for Destination 8 for Servanage, it was to read a book with a low rating that you think you would like. And low rating being anything 3.5 star rated and below. That is all of the information for the destinations. Now let's get into the points that I was able to contribute. So these points, by the way, are the total of everything. So the book, the team bonuses, any sort of power-up contributions, these are just the totals per destination. So for Destination 1, I got 336 points. For Destination 2, I got 0 points. For Destination 3, I got 562 points. For Destination 4, I got 234 points. For Destination 5, I got 143 points. For Destination 6, I got 383 points. For Destination 7, I got 176 points. And for Destination 8, I got 268 points. Now, throughout this time, we were also given things to do that immediately got our team points if each individual person did it, and that was considered roadblocks. These were more Instagram-based challenges. My total contribution to that was 100 points total, and because each different roadblock was 50 points, I did 2 roadblocks for the course of the readathon. And that gives us, for a grand total of points that I have contributed, 2,022 total points. Now, we are going to reveal the winner of the Amazing Readathon. Now, keep in mind, my team was the Lore Keepers. So, I am going to just reveal the winner because I don't remember the order, and I really need to get to work, so I need to keep this short. And my phone is yelling at me for low storage, so we just got the trifecta of things going on here. So I will just keep you guys in suspense for a few seconds. The winner of the Amazing Readathon 3.0 in the year 2025, the Lore Keepers! Woo! We won! We finally won! I knew one of these times I would win. But even yet and still, I still think I won for the Escape the Readathon. We were second. My team was second. And I literally told you all, if we are second because we finished everything, I am still like hijacking into the winning team and being like, hey, can I catch a ride with y'all? I'm not gonna be on a ship of death over here. Please get me out. I'll do anything that you ask, okay? So one of them would have taken me up on the offer, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully. They're all nice, amazing people. They would have taken us along with them. These past readathons have given me the full reader community experience, and it's just so amazing. So to anyone who is thinking about doing a readathon, and even competitive team-based ones, definitely do it. Like, it's such an amazing experience. It's such a fun time. It really does bring a community of people together who would have never had the opportunity otherwise. Like, this is such a great, amazing community for that. And, yeah, so nice, so welcoming, so fun and engaging, and just real and down to earth. Honestly, the most real down to earth people I think I've ever seen in my life. And it's truly just a vast array of personalities and reader types, and it's just great to just see us all together interacting and having fun and just really embracing a community aspect of life because of books. That is all I have for you guys. That is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will leave all of the links in the description box down below for the Amazing Readathon for the last time, and also links to the new readathons that I am participating in, because we are in a new month. Hey, surprise, time flies by. And anything else that I think is relevant, I will be linking my personal socials. That is my lifestyle channel, my Bookstagram, my Instagram, my book talk, and anything else that I may have accumulated and I just am not thinking about. Thank you guys again for taking the time out of your day, And as always, thank you guys so much for being the absolute best bookish bestie that ever was, is, or ever will be. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Bye!